Hello students, today we are going to start new chapter. Yes students, Kingdom Animalia, and in this chapter we deeply study about the different divisions of Kingdom Animalia into various phylums, and this kind of classification of the kingdom Animalia is done on the basis of the development of different kinds of structures, and this sequential development of the tissues, organs or organ systems in the organism is arranged in a orderly developmental groups that are called phylums. Before going to classify the kingdom Animalia, some of the important topics we have to know, that are the topics like the what kind of level of organization in the body of organism is found, what is the type of body cavity, and what type of body segmentation is found in the organism, is the notochord is present or not, and the members in what kind of habitat they usually found or live, and the members are cold-blooded or warm-blooded, like many more bases through which the kingdom Animalia are basically classified. Then students, first of all, we are going to discuss about the basis of classification. Yes students, basis of classification. The basis of classification not only helps in the identification of organism, but it also helps in the orderly arrangement of the animals according to the kinds of developments in their body. Now students, the different types of organism has different types of the developmental stages, and on this basis the following are the important basis of classification. Let's see on. The first one is level of organization or level of body organization. The next one is body cavity. The next one is symmetry, or you can also call it body symmetry in organism. Body symmetry. The next one is the segmentation. Presence of notochord and germ layers. Germ layers in the organism body. Students, first of all, we are going to discuss about the level of body organization. Then students, it is found that there are following three types of body level organizations are found in various type of organism. What are these? The first one is cellular level of body organization. Cellular level of body organization. Students, what is cellular level of body organization? It is the level of body organization in which the organism bodies consist of more cells, but the cells do not unite to perform any specific function. The cells are colonially present in the member's body. If we are going to take the example, then the poriferous phylum Poriferous are well known for the cellular level of body organization. It is a group of sponges. Yes, students, it is a group of sponges. The members of the phylum Porifera are commonly called sponge. Next one is the tissue level of body organization. Tissue level. Students, in tissue level of body organization, a group of cells unite to form tissue, and such tissues helps in performing the different types of functions. It means the division of labor is found in such type of organism. That's why the such system of level of body organization is found in organism, that is called tissue level of body organization. If we are going to take the example, then coelentrates. Coelentrates are well known for such level of body organization. The coelentrates body contains the patches of many tissues and that are unite to perform a specific function. That's why such type of level of body organization is said to be tissue level of body organization. The next level of body organization through which the members can be classified into different categories, that is the organ or organ system. Organ or organ system level of body organization. Students, on this level, the group of tissues unite to form organs, and more organs unite to form organ system, as for example the digestive system. Students, the digestive system of the annelids is consist of the different types of organs. It includes the mouth, the intestinal walls, and the different digestive organs. On the basis of the development of the organ system, it is also called incomplete and complete type. If we are taking the example of Platyhelminthes, then in such type of organism, there is only one operation is present that acts of both. It means its digestive system has only one type of opening. Celetrons also has such type of opening, the single opening that act for engulfing food and act as mouth. And after the digestion of the food, they also expel out the undigested food materials for that course. It means it behaves like the mouth and anus both. This type of digestive system is called incomplete type of digestive system, whereas the type of digestive system that has two openings, it means one is mouth and another is anus, such type of digestive system is known as complete digestive system. Likewise, students, the circulatory system in the various kind of organisms also can be classified into two categories. What are these? The first one is open type. The first one is open type, and the second one is closed type. Closed type. Now, students, what is open type of circulatory system? In such a circulatory system, all the organs, tissues or cells are truly endowed inside the blood, and such type of the blood cavity is known as hemocoel. Yes, students, such type of blood cavity is known as hemocoel, and that's why this type of the circulatory system is known as open type. In such type of circulatory system, once the blood is pumped through the heart into a chamber in which the different organs, tissues or cells of the organism are present. Now, student, the second type is closed type. In closed type of the circulatory system, the blood is pumped with the help of heart and it flows to the various part of the body, organs and tissues with the help of the vessels that are varies in the diameters. It means the three types of blood vessels: arteries, veins and capillaries. Such type of circulatory system in organism is known as the closed type of circulatory system. From phylum Annelida to the phylum Chordata, such type of circulatory system is found. Now, students, further we are going to take the another basis of classification, that is the body cavity. Students, there are mainly three types of body cavities are found in various type of organism. What are these? Let's see now. The first one is coelomate. The second one is pseudocoelomate. Pseudocoelomate. And the third one is acoelomate. let's going to talk about the coelomate. Students, in such type of body cavity, the body cavity is lined by the mesoderm layer. That's why such type of body cavity in organism is known as the coelomate. If we are diagrammatically representing this type of body cavity, then it can be easily representing by such level of organization. This is the endoderm layer and that is the mesoderm, and this is the outermost ectoderm layer. Inside which the cavity is present between the mesoderm and the ectoderm. This is called coelom. This is the ectoderm, mesoderm, and this is the endoderm. Such type of body cavity is known as coelomate type, and this is the true body cavity. The members from the phylum Annelida to the Chordata have such type of body cavity. Next student, pseudocoelomate. In such type of body cavity, in between the ectoderm and mesoderm, in between the ectoderm and endoderm, the mesoderm layer are scattered like this. This is the mesodermis layer. In the form of patches. That's why such type of body cavity is said to be pseudocoelomate, because pseudo means false and coelomate means the false body cavity. This is the ectodermis embryonic layer. Ectoderm, the mesoderm, and endoderm. Now students, acoelomate. What are acoelomate? The types of body cavity in which the mesodermis layer is falsely present. It means it contains only mesoglial cells. The patches of the mesoglia is present and it does not forms the tissue level. Such type of body cavity is found in the SK helminthus. The members of SK helminthus found this type of body cavity, and this is called the acoelomate type of body cavity. This is the mesoglia layer of cells, and it is the endoderm and ectoderm. It means the mesoderm layer is absent or present in the form of mesoglia cells. That's why such type of body cavity is known to be acoelomate, and in SK helminthus this type of body cavity is found. Next one is, students, body symmetry. What is body symmetry? It is a kinds of process in which an organism body can be cut into the two or more sections on the basis of the crustacean plane. Such type of symmetry is of two types: the asymmetry and symmetry. Symmetry is of two types. One is radial and second is bilateral symmetry. Students, the bilateral type of symmetry is found in the organism. Students, body symmetry. As I am talking about the bilateral symmetry, then students, what is radial and bilateral symmetry? Here I am going to diagrammatically represent such type of. This is a sea anemone and a member of the Salentrator. If bilaterally we are going to define, then its body cannot be bilaterally divided, but it can be easily divided into radial symmetrical parts. Yes, students, radially it can be divided into more symmetrical parts, as you can easily notice in this diagram. Such type of body symmetry is known as radial symmetry, whereas if a crab, here I am taking an example of a crab. This is the Salicera, a rough diagram of a crab. This is the alimentary canal and the appendages that are present in them, the four pair of appendages. If you are going to divide the crab body, then it can be laterally divided into two equal parts. Such type of the body symmetry is known as bilateral symmetry. Human body also can be divided into symmetrical parts from a crustacean plane of the longitudinal direction. Such type of symmetry is known to be bilateral symmetry. More about the various bases of classification in next video lecture. Thanks, students.